Happy Friday. It is Friday Chit Chat. Get ready with me. Not a lot has happened, I don't think, in the beauty world this week. I don't know. I did see Natasha Denona is coming out with a new palette. Eric has been enjoying having, we're going to use first the Wet n Wild Serum Primer. I don't know how much you're supposed to use, but we're going to just stick it on. Oh, I still love the smell of this. There was an explosion in Northwest Houston today at a machinery shop of some sort. It was huge. From what I understand, 2 people are gone. Pray for their families. I got a breakout right there. I've been getting breakouts on my chin. I'm not sure if it's from the no problem, because that's the only thing different besides this serum, but this is only the second time I've used it. I've used the no problem a couple of times. I'm just patting it into my face. Pray for their families. It was a huge explosion if you look it up. I guess some kind of chemical was leaking in the machinery shop, and they can't shut it off from what my mom told me. I don't know. So pray for their families. We're going to put just a little bit of this e.l.f. concealer under the makeup first on some of these problem spots. But not much. I have noticed that the creasing under my eye when I use the stick foundation is a lot different. So in the process, the background is going to change. I ordered some things. I'm going to have a drawer system back there that's got lipsticks, mascaras, primers. It's just it'll probably go over there or it might go over here. I'm not sure yet. It's just going to have them in there. I already got a bunch of makeup in here that I put in the new drawer system that rolls. It's just a little one, and I'm going to have more drawers because I want to separate everything a little better so I could get to it and see it more, because last night I was sitting on the floor in the bedroom and talking to Jason, moving stuff around, looking at it, and I'm like, oh, I forgot I had this. Oh, I forgot I had this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I have the original of this one. I don't need the dupe because I already did a video. Plus, this dupe can't be bought no more. And I was just talking and talking and talking. I had some Bad Habit palettes that I thought, okay, they said they're rebranding. They're going to come back. And they never did. This is the Wet n Wild Stick Foundation. I wanted to try it. I'm still going to go buy some. This one I already had. Still gonna go buy like some Maybelline ones and see if they look good like these do. I'm gonna use my IT Cosmetics brush to spread it evenly. Around the face. My eyebrows all messed up right there for some reason. And then I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know what it was. I'm actually pretty sure it was my pillow wasn't comfortable, because somehow Jason and Eric ended up with my pillows and I had to go scavenging for pillows. So it was interesting. I remember 3 or 4, I was like, okay, you really need to go to sleep, because Eric's gonna get up regardless in an hour or 2. So, I have a bruise on my arm. I have no idea how I got it. Do y'all ever get those where you're like, all of a sudden you got bruises and you don't know how you got them? That Rimmel Max Pout thing really makes your lips red, don't it? All right, we're going to put a little bit more around the nose area. On the nose. on the side, and a couple more little spots where I see it needs more. And we're gonna use this beauty blender because around the nose, I can't seem to get the brush to leave it good. And this way we can make sure it's all blended in evenly across the skin. When your nose itches, but you're trying not to mess up your makeup, you could use a beauty blender. You know when the makeup starts to tickle the nose, that moment. Okay. I'm trying to even out under the eyes before I put more concealer there, above the makeup. And we are literally just gonna put I don't want to cake it on the very top. I'm going to try to blend it upwards across here to highlight a little, and then gently bring it up where there's not a whole bunch just dabbed underneath the eye. And just gently bringing it up there. But we are also lightening the cheekbones a little. I wish I could bring y'all in closer. I might get a littler table, but look. You can see a little bit of on this one, just a tiny bit of crease, but look, all the creases are gone on that one. So we're getting there. Different tricks when I get there officially, because I did my base makeup yesterday off camera and I didn't have any creasing. It was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful makeup day. So that's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation stick, and the Wet n Wild primer base serum, and the e.l.f. concealer. All right, now we're going to take the Anastasia in Mink. And do the contour, like so. Eric is having a rough week because of the medication changes. He's been cranky, and then I think he's got a touch of a cold or allergies acting up. And then, so he's been a little upset. And then Jason, I will take a picture or a video of it and put it somewhere. I might take a video of it. They're building a man cave, but it's got 2 stories basically in the backyard. Yeah, it's fun. We're gonna use this sponge, I forgot. We are just going to bounce to blend it and pull it backwards in circular motions to make sure it pulls into the hairline. Okay. You could hear it bouncing, I'm sorry. And this way we're pulling it back into the hairline, like I said. We're gonna use this end and gently bounce it on the nose contour. trying to push it into the skin and blend it just a little. I know no one else puts anything right there, but I like how it turns out. Or you could see the definition. I'm going to take this again that we use for the nose makeup and just kind of spread the foundation over it. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit more foundation and try to fix. We're going to just automatically put it on this blender. If you can see it, it's like too red, or like the brown spread too far. So I am just trying to even it. I'm dabbing the sponge directly on the foundation. All right. Much better. All right, now I'm gonna take again this, and I am going to buff it until it is not so dark. And I want to take again on this sponge. And put a little bit of the foundation. Let's try the foundation brush, actually. I put a little bit of the foundation on there. I just want to lighten the contour a bit in these two spots. I want it to look more natural, not harsh. See what I mean? That is more natural. It's not so harsh, and I like that. Okay, take this. This is the perfect cool tone for my skin type. I don't know about other people's. And when you go on Anastasia's site, it does say contour underneath it. And it's Mink foundation stick. If you wait for them to have a sale, you could get like 2 foundation sticks for 20 bucks, I believe. Oh, I got heartburn so bad. All right, under the eyes, let me go back. Make sure there's no creasing before I put powder. Before you put powder on it, you always want to make sure there's no creasing. And I'm not going to bake per se. I'm going to take some of this Physicians Formula powder. And I'm just going to put a light layer over the top of that. All right, and then we're going to take a brush. We're going to set the rest of the face also. I love the way any Physicians Formula product smells. Oh my God. I'm going to do a tour when I finish this. I have to get a couple of things done in here. I'm also putting a treadmill in here. I figure at night or first thing in the morning I could come in here, do all that, take a shower. I'm thinking at night. And then I could take a shower, go to bed, and you know how you're all worn out and tired. I'm making spaghetti for dinner tonight. Also, Jason is leaving Sunday to go to the Little Rock, Arkansas area for till June, I believe, and then he's going back to Mississippi. which I like because I actually like it where he was at in Mississippi. I wouldn't mind living there. Okay, we're going to take this brush and see if anything's left on it before I put anything else on it. No. Okay, we're going to use the Physicians Formula bronzer. Where are y'all from and what kind of things do you like? Anyone in the Little Rock area know anything to do? Like, if I get a chance to go visit Jason that's autism friendly, that Eric can go to? Family friendly, like a park or something. He's gonna be there. I'm gonna have to drive up a lot longer, and I'm gonna have to go through some small towns here in Texas to get there. Like Livingston, which I don't think is technically a small town. I'm gonna have to go through Shreveport and a couple of other places, but it's a long drive, longer than what he's used to, and I don't know the traffic. So anyone lives along, I believe it's 59 in Texas, let me know how the traffic is usually once you get past Livingston. I'm gonna go 146 till then, but I know that direction. I've traveled it, but I can't remember. It actually looks pretty good. Yeah, so it's gonna be a long trip. I think I'm only gonna make it maybe once, twice. I'm not sure. We're gonna use the Tarte Captivating blush, my absolute favorite. It's just a really pretty peachy type blush. Y'all know it's my favorite. Kind of blend those together lightly. All right. And I don't know why, I just grabbed it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aura palette. I think I want to go in with this one. It's very wet looking. I love it. We're going to take this unicorn brush by Wet n Wild. I'm trying to see exactly where the light's hitting, so it can look more natural. As natural as this color highlight can look. Down the nose. And light does come off the forehead a little, so we're just going to sprinkle just a little bit there. I need to look in the mirror, not just there, so I can make sure what it looks like. A little bit on the chin, because let's face it, light hits the chin. All right, let's take some of this all-nighter setting spray. All right, then we're gonna take a sponge that doesn't have a lot of stuff on it and drop the piece that it was sitting on, you know, because you gotta do everything exactly the way I do it. Just playing. And we're going to meld all that and see. You have to admit, that highlighter, Anastasia has some beautiful highlighters. All right. I got my whole shirt wet over here. I don't know what it is. That blew right onto my face. I think it's the fan. All right. For the eyeshadow, I'll show you in a minute. I'm gonna put my eyebrows on first. Using the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim. But I do have a haul video that'll go up Monday. I'm going to record after this. And this weekend I'm going to focus on finishing this room, laying out all the makeup that I need to sell, get rid of. I'm going to sanitize them. I'm trying to find surfaces to put them on. I'm going to spray them with the rubbing alcohol, sanitize them. Some of them I noticed last night that I got rid of are ones I've never touched. There's a drawer in the room still of stuff that I'm thinking about. And going to be getting rid of or not. There's some that I was looking at. I'm like, I really like this palette, but I never reached for it. Was I not reaching for it because I couldn't see it? Or was I not reaching for it because I just didn't think about it? So. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Let's put this back on this side. And then I want to brush through it to kind of make the color look more natural. It kind of brushes that pigment through and doesn't make it so harsh in some areas. To me, it makes it look more natural. Yeah. All right. Sorry if that don't look perfect to some of y'all, but I like it. All right. Now we're going to take the Anastasia Brow Gel and just trying to lay these down because they look like wild people. I need to go get my brows done finally. I think we're finally at the spot that we could do that. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and put these brushes up, except for the highlighting brush because we may or may not need that. And we're gonna go in with the ColourPop Misunderstood palette. This is what the colors look like. It is still available on the ColourPop website. I just love this palette. I hadn't dipped into it in a while, so I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and play with that one. I'm using my hand to kind of clean off a little bit of this brush. And we're gonna go into Tragic right there. I'm gonna use that as the transition base / base shade. Oh, wrong color. The transition shade should be just the same shade, I say this every time, or a little darker than your natural skin, than your skin tone naturally or with the makeup on. it's a transition shade. It's not a shade. It's not something it's where you're going to blend the shadow into, basically. Oh, I have heartburn really bad, and it's making me cough. I don't want to go for a boom. There's the look. So we're going to go in the Devious, which was the darker brown, right next to that shade. And we're going to start on the outer corner, because that's where you want most of the color to be. You don't want to have to blend out a whole bunch from the inner side. I'm going to try to scoot in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. We were just building it up right here on the outer edge and a little into it. If you're ever wondering, if you're new to my channel, you're ever wondering how to find your crease, you close your eye, you open your eye, and you can see where it creases. If you don't have it where it shows that as much, you just kind of lightly tap. Here is your eyeball, and you can feel that. And then you go up, you no longer feel anything really. That's where your crease is. Now, you can make your own crease wherever you want. Technically, if you have big, huge eyelid space, the world is your oyster. I don't have big, huge eyelid space. I have that little sliver right there. I can make my eyes bigger. Anything experimental like that, though, I don't do on my channel until I've tried it and perfected it. Because I'm not going to show you something that I can't tell you step by step, even after I messed up. Like, hey, I did this way first, and it didn't do right. But when I did it this way, this is the outcome. This is where I tweaked it to make it work for me. Maybe the original way will work for you. But other than that, I really don't like to show y'all things that I'm not certain of. Except for like when I'm trying new gadgets, like that little stamp the other day. But we made that work. I'm just blending it with the blending brush. Lightly blending across. Alright, now I want to take, I'm just doing a little natural look because I'm not really going anywhere, but this palette, some of these colors keep calling to me, but I'm going to try to keep it as easy as possible. I hate this heartburn. I really don't want this gold shade. That's not really, you see this one? That one looks like a bruise. Am I wrong? That's called Sing. Looks like a bruise to me. Let's try that one. Yeah, let's put a bruise on her eye. But I don't know. It's just something about that color. See if we could get it to look pretty on the eyes. It's probably going to have a lot of fallout. Looking at it. I'm just gently tapping it on the eye. It does have a lot of fallout. I will be adding more of the transition shade, the other shade, Try not to press down on anything because you don't want to ruin. This is when you have to check your palettes before you start putting them on your face to see if you need to do your foundation last. But I don't want to accidentally rub the shadow into my cheeks. I'll dip in a minute and I'll show you what I mean, but this has a lot of fallout. Can you see this? See all that clumpiness at the top of the brush? It's got a lot of clumpiness on the brush. And I will pull you in a minute. I'll come closer so you can see under the eye on both sides. Let me pull this down and I'll show you. I don't know if y'all can see that. The under eyes are messing up. Okay, let's put you back right. What brush fell? The flat brush fell. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more of the Devious color. With the crease brush that I was using. And we are blending all the way across. For this, I did start on the inner corner because I'm trying to blend this out as best as possible. I noticed some of this. The shimmer is not as prominent. I'm guessing it has a little bit of black in it. And the black is showing up more than anything else. Okay, let me. You see when you look at that swatch, you can see that black? That's what I'm catching. So we're gonna take a little bit of this brush. We're gonna try to, yeah, it's got black in it because it's, and under the eyes creased. We'll go back in a minute with that. The eye look, we're gonna take this, we're gonna go back into the transition color. All right, some of that eyeshadow has gotten in the creases here, so it's, we're gonna have to fix that. What am I looking for? The blending brush. With the crease, with the transition shade on it, we're just going to blend back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna dampen this beauty blender. And try to gently remove some of that black. And fix the under eyes where the black has settled into some of the fine lines. Okay, now we're gonna get a different powder brush. We're gonna grab that Physicians Formula powder. we're just going to reset under the under eyes and the face to try to make sure there's no more black anywhere. Just gently. And under the eyes, I'm just going to put a little bit of a mixture of devious and tragic. Underneath there, I'm literally dabbing twice. I'm putting like a real clean mixture there. Now we're going to take Mongrels. I believe that's what it says. Yeah, Mongrels. It's like a light shade. We're going to put that on the inner corner to highlight the inner corner. And a little bit on the brow bone. All right, and then I want to take, it's the only mascara I have in here for now, this Too Faced mascara. All right, let's go ahead and find a different setting. You know what? Tried to block some of the fan. The under eyes look really good again, and you can't see that black stuff. So that is always a really good trick if you have a foundation. If you put your foundation on before you do your eyes and you have a lot of fallout, wait till the end after you've finished everything. If you can't sweep it away and it messes up your makeup, then go ahead and take a little bit of setting spray, put it on your beauty blender, and just kind of dab underneath there. And that's everything for today. Look for the giveaway video for this month and see, and go ahead and enter. That ends next week, I believe. Wow, I love this right now. I love this look. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you Monday. Bye.